Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. Where nothing ever happens is where I am. And where everything happens, it is the creation of I am. It's the same clay. Just when it is seen, then it has at once a shape, a form, a name. That's it. So nothing has to be changed, one has just to be aware of that. It is enough. Of course, if one is stuck in forms and names, that's why he searches them, there is this indication, well, investigate, just see that you speak only about the world of appearance when you search and have experiences. So it is, leave it behind for a while and just be with what is here. One is always here, where one is always the what is. Just see that it's because you are busy with a thought or an experience that it seems something else. Because the time appears, the space, so forms. So just see that. How can you confuse then who you are? And what appears is who you are as an individual, but you are of the same clay, so what? Anyway, if you want to hear more about it or whatever, just ask. So don't run for enlightenment or freedom. Just don't run. Try not to run. Or see that when you run, it belongs to the world of appearance. Much better.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I feel like I'm stuck in objects now.
Yeah, it's an experience, isn't it? It's the experience you have.
Yes.
Yeah. No experience has the nature of reality, because it goes on changing. Even if you are stuck, if you just fall asleep just now, it's not there. So it's an illusion also to say I am always stuck. So don't care about that, just for a moment, because then you again speak of you as an individual, which is okay. But if you come to know what he is when I don't stir up forms and names and experiences, then you have to dedicate a blink of an eye to just be what is already here. Because the trouble, you see, you have not seen yet, is that the individual is sustained because he jumps all the time in his mind in between concepts, emotions, and senses, and so on. All his life. Or at least he doesn't give the preciousness when he doesn't, some moments he doesn't do it. So what? So now you know it's an experience, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you see it, or you feel it. From where you see that, just be that. Even if it takes a split second, it's more precious than all the attainment you can get in your mind.
I'm still measuring by the experience.
Yeah, so you are still busy with your mind. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would suggest, don't try anything, but just spot your mind. Whenever it rises, know, oh, I'm in my mind. And then you know it. Okay. You know, then it will be clearer to you that we have a life in the mind, and but the real nature of everything is just here without, is just here. And that's what you search coming to Satsang. To click to that.
I just need to clarify, not pay any attention to anything that arises.
But just for just so that you have your own self-knowledge, you know, or I don't know how to express that. Yes, yes. And then you will see, oh, now I understand why there is a life of seeking. It's because I am always in my mind, who suggests me always so many things. If I am just not paying attention, just for a moment, and don't even ask, what is it? Because then the mind wants to make it something. But no, this is the extremely precious split second. Because that eventually make all the search about who I am, what is reality, and all that disappear, which is a big thing in life.
Can you repeat the last?
I don't know. It will. I hope that whatever I say, it's towards that. So it will come anyway. I don't remember exactly how I did it. But just be sure, maybe you are not so clear because there is some very cherished experiences or ideas in you, but be sure that whatever you bring, whatever you can know or experience, it is the mind. And since you look at the mind, of course, it looks like you can't just, or you imagine that you are not. It's very funny, in fact. Because we have an idea that the day I know myself, the mind will only be reflection of that, but in one appearance, the absolute. It's just an aspect of it. So done. Of course, I don't deny the experiences of beingness or absolute, all those. They, by the fact they could appear, they remove a lot of concepts. Sure. But it's not it. You still have a tool. While you can hear at some point, just now, why not just now, that you are already what you search. And if you don't see it, it's the mind which cannot see it. It's your mind. And you will never see it. Enlightenment doesn't mean that the mind sees or knows or has attained anything. Not at all. It's what you are, which has always been and which is always here. The slightest shape, the slightest grasping of a movement of your mind will make it believe, oh, I am not myself, because you look at that movement. Just here is just not true. You always are yourself. All the beings, even those who look like not thinking, they are it.
No, now there is. I feel like I'm.
You care about your feeling.
This is the thing.
You care about it feeling. If
how
you
do I get rid of that?
Listen, if you are in your feeling, you are in time. You agree? You are in the world of birth and death. You agree?
Yes.
Okay. If you want that, I don't discuss, of course. But what do you want? Tell me
I
what
want
you
to know what I am.
Okay. Then every time, boycott yourself. if you say something because it's really what you have to say or to feel or whatever, you are authentic as an individual to say so, know that the mind speaks. And now I ask you, does the mind can speak about who you are? You have to be sure about that. Does the mind can speak, grasp who you are? The mind can't.
No, I've heard that, and
No,
yeah.
but make it your own knowledge. You have to investigate enough to see. The mind can't grasp from where it comes from. It disappears there. It rises from here. This has to be clear. And it's because it's not clear, because you still give power to the mind, you are searching. Because you believe a few parts of the mind. And that search is in time. It will never reach what is not in time. Never. It's so clever, the mind, that you can even get experiences of that. But it comes and goes. It was not there before. So it is an aspect of something else than the objective world. But don't be deluded by the mind. And if you are, now you have that tool. Oh, that's the mind. I spot the mind, so I don't go there. Even if you went there, what is essential is when you don't go there.
It feels like it's automatic, this going there.
Feels. What is feeling?
Appearance.
Yes. Okay. So, will you be busy with that? It's radical. It is not like... Here you have not to work on your feelings. You have just not to hook at a feeling, just to click to what you are. Good. Each time, do it. Boycott yourself, boycott the mind, let him have less power. He has always power. It's only when you click that the power goes. But at least have that tool. Have that solid tool. And there is no exceptions. No, not a single experience, is it? Not a single feeling, is it? Not a single concept, is it? So, you can be very radical, very direct with yourself. Don't have a doubt about this. Yet, speak if you need, but you have the tool. You have the tool But I prefer you speak, and then I will always throw you back from who you always have been, anyway.
Thank you for that.
Well, you tell me thank you when it's done. And then I thank all those who told me the same as I tell you. Hi.
Hi. So we really can mistrust everything which is presented by the mind. Just
Absolutely.
everything.
Everything.
That's nice.
You can appreciate as an individual in the movie everything, but about what you are, you dismiss everything. At least to not to have a doubt
And to be
anymore.
clear.
Even it's even more because it's the mind who is clear. And I know that many who came to satsang for years, they are very clear in their mind. Doesn't mean they're free, but it's very important also to be very clear. It looks, at least, it's not an absolute law, but
Yes, and because of the mind cannot reaching there,
no, it cannot.
he is always presenting doubts and always presenting
Yes.
confusion, always presenting I need to do something to reach there.
I enjoy your talk.
It's it's just because of this, because he cannot
It's
reach
just
there.
because of this. Yes, my dear. Yes.
And from here also no understanding is needed.
Please not. Please, yes. Just keep quiet. What is called self-knowledge, you see, it's not an understanding of the mind. It's just words pointing, but so we can also drop them. But it is surely not an understanding of the mind. It's just is, you know. Just to be doesn't depend on anything, doesn't depend on understanding and all that, you know. Yeah, it's great. It's great. All your beliefs, they just flow away. Let them flow away. Uh, if you like, you can run or something and come back. How you like.
When you say boycott the mind, it's
Mm-hmm.
anything. It's not just thoughts. It's
Yeah, you know that I call the mind anything which appears. Yeah.
even if nothing appears.
Ah, but yeah, then you make a nothing.
That's also mind.
It's also the mind,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Okay.
I'm so happy you see that, because in spirituality, that's where they stop. I loved it. I was with my master, Papaji, going from the house to the marketplace. I was alone with him, and we just walk. And with the goal. And so the road was, the path was extremely noisy and chaotic. And suddenly it tells, it's not even emptiness. What a master. That's a master. And we continued our way.
Hi.
Aye.
So on Monday you spoke about that you even being with Papaji,
Yeah,
you
a
still
little louder. Yeah.
even being with Papaji,
Yeah.
you were still all those years in your mind,
Yeah, yeah.
and only when you had this
Yeah,
experience.
yeah, I was thinking of that. I really totally was struck by it. Still, I came back to the mind. It's so strange.
You were struck by what?
Huh?
You were struck by what?
But by the saying of Papaji, it's not even emptiness. I found it amazing, because probably I knew that experience and so on. But yeah, it had to, I had to, I don't know. It took some time still for me.
But even all those years, you were yourself, but you weren't so fully aware of this.
No, I got a very good knowledge. So I knew it was also not emptiness. But the knowledge is not enough, huh? But you can't help. I mean, if you still work with your mind, the best you can do, it's, yeah, the investigation brings you in a very good knowledge in the end. It can be, of course, it can click at any time. So you don't, I mean, nobody knows how it works. We just have to click. What, something more intelligent I could say. No, but it's, huh? Tell me. No, please.
There's a beautiful quote of Papaji from this morning, a short one.
Okay, tell.
You can read it.
We will continue, but... I may need glasses too. There is no such a thing as a self-realized person. When there is no person, the self is realized. When there is no person, the question of coming and going cannot arise. The body is an appearance in the self. When the body disappears, the self remains as it always was and is. So it's not the experience of disappearance which counts. Realization is the understanding I am not this body which comes and goes, I am that permanent, unchanging reality in which the body and all else appears. That comes afterwards, yeah. Through this extremely clear understanding, you may not get it. This can be said afterwards. So we don't know how it works, but surely, if you want to be free, it will work. Because you love, for example, is not even emptiness. Instead of arguing, oh, blah, 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 I read it somewhere else, you take it, you love it. Those indications remove the power of your mind, the so-called power of your mind. You see? Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Is there something too much in you that you have still to ask something?
When a question arises, I could also just...
No, just now. I ask. If there is anything too much in you that you feel it's too much, that you believe it's too much. Just now.
Right now I can't find anything.
No. So keep quiet there. That's what is, you see. That's what you are. Even prior to this constatation, you say, or to this obviousness, observation that there is nothing here.
What can I say?
Nothing. Just click.
Maybe when you said this, that after even 10 years after being quiet and dedicated and like, even then still there was something there that had to go. So this maybe gives me some kind of belief that something still needs to go even if I'm quiet.
Yeah. The simple fact to believe you have to go back to quietness, it's a belief. We have not to go anywhere. We are already it. This is the thing. But if you impose quietness as you experience or think or whatever, then good luck. Of course, you will not be always quiet in this world of appearance. So you have to go back to quietness since you believe this is the truth. Whatever movement you have to make, you believe you have to make, it's the mind. It belongs to our daily life.
It gives such joy to hear this.
Why? It's so relieving. What do you want to protect? What do you want to attain, knowing it's not an attainment, but it will be like this?
I feel I just want to hear what you say, and it's
Okay.
already so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what did I say? Did I say anything? If I said something, it was about the mind. I cannot say about what you are, because you are it as much as I am. But now I'm quietened about it. Let's speak like that then. As you can be. Once for all, as you can be. Hmm? Hmm.
Hi.
Hi.
I just thought that it's about seeing itself.
What? Tell me a bit more. What do you mean?
That this what I'm looking for, it's itself. Just seeing this what I'm looking for.
It's what you are, you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it's what you are. So stop searching. It's what you are. So leave it alone. Stop searching and live your life on it. You heard? You heard? You pretend you love Papaji and all. He said no person realized. So don't try to be realized as a Norbert.
Even I don't want to be to
Honor your own finding. It is not me who's realized. It is what is. What is the real nature of it realized. The real nature is seen. It's seen as real. And then basta. Basta. And all the stories, it's anyway, this body doesn't die, so it has its own story through the birth, and that will go on. It doesn't mean anything about what you are. It just burns whatever it has to burn, or I don't know that. So just lose this concept that somebody is God incarnated. You would suffer if you keep that concept. Yeah? Okay. And if you don't like to live it, you just go now. And go for God then. Because everybody is free to follow what he wants. Good morning.
You asked earlier
Yeah?
to him, what do you want? And now you just said, everyone is free to follow what they want.
Yes.
How does one know what they want? Sometimes I feel, or often I feel, no inkling into, no idea into what it is that I want.
But maybe you produce a useless question. Maybe you don't need to ask that anymore. I don't know. It's up to you to see. But you can want things in the world, of course. That is part of the life, you know. I don't speak about that. What I point out is why we are together here in Satsang. Yeah? So, is there a question? No.
Perhaps not.
Even in life, you know, you don't know always what you want exactly. Yeah. About that, I don't touch. Huh? This you understood. Okay.
Just to be clear,
Yeah.
when you say you have the tools, do you mean be aware, stay aware, keep reminding yourself?
Yeah, but do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Maybe you know what you mean. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, my sentence was not finished yet.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So my question was...
Narayana, it cannot be a bit stronger. Thank you. Yeah.
So my question was, do you mean be aware, stay aware, keep reminding yourself by whatever appearance or experience, this is not it, this is not it, this is not it?
If you need, so yes. If you need means you still believe in doing something. So better to do that, to just remind you or stop you to run in something about this search of who am I. If you need, yeah, do it.
Then
do
my question is more open.
Okay.
What do you mean if you say you have the tools?
Well, I speak to a seeker.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe it can be the last thing he can hear. Mukti. Please. Yeah? If you prefer, I can tell, don't do anything.
Now I am confused, but maybe that's a good place to be.
If I say don't do it, no, it's not a good place to stay in confusion. No. If I say, just listen to me. If I say don't do anything, why should I say that? Because you are already that. And we know all the belief and practice and the efforts in the investigation and all, even that didn't work. Years, generally years, to come to what to do now. Okay. Or, and it leads to the same. I can tell to the seeker who heard a lot and all that, now just do it, means just don't catch anything. It means the same. For a split second, not as a way to live, it's just for this split second. Those. Crazy. Clearer or not, because confusion is not good.
It's clear, yes.
But not more than that.
I heard it as a way of life, yeah.
Okay. After all, why do you laugh? After all. Yeah.
Yeah, something stirred up.
Ah,
I need some clarity.
some clarity. So again, tell me, the mind can speak about it?
I can't look away from the mind.
Because you don't want.
I do want.
Oh, liar. Okay, you say standing. Standing. What can stand? It's because you don't spot fully what is the mind. What stands? What could be that stands? You started your sentence like this.
I don't understand.
No, but it was your sentence.
Stirs.
Stirs,
No,
okay.
no, it's more like things are becoming unclear, but it's also movement in the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it
And
feels
then?
like everything is movement that I see.
Yes? Who told you differently?
There's this idea that it should disappear.
But it's an idea, so it's part of the mind. It is not in the mind that you will be enlightened, even though you may have the arrogance to have that experience. It is not in the mind. It is when you are freed from the tyranny of the mind. And tyranny of the mind doesn't mean the mind will be flat, suddenly and always enlightened and accepting everything, and I am not that. And no, the mind is the mind. We'll have moments like this and moments opposite. That's the mind. I am freed from the tyranny to believe whatever the mind says. Even if he speaks of enlightenment, of emptiness, of whatever, I am freed from the tyranny of the mind. This is it. And you are already here. When you don't expect and want and believe the mind will speak about it. So when he speaks about it, say it. Bullshit! One bullshit more! About God, about enlightenment, about freedom. Bullshit! I'm so free. Oh, but Papaji said that. And you take this as an information. Bullshit! Yes.
So I have not to escape the mind.
can always appear. Sometimes he stops. Oh, then I am it. No. The mind can, oh, of course, the mind will not change.
There are so many ideas.
Yes, that's why we are in. That's why satsang is there. Huh? Yeah, sure. Otherwise, there would not be satsang. Huh? Yeah, so many ideas. It's a jungle, the jungle of the mind. Yeah, with a monkey to hear. But why do you speak of jungle and of monkey? There is nothing like that. It appears, okay, in the movie. Yeah, there is a jungle.
So all that I see is experience.
Yes, all what you feel, all what you sense, all what you imagine, all your irrational mind, all your rational mind, all this is mind. It appears and disappears and goes on changing. But you see, it is not because you have oh yeah, in this world all goes on changing and there is a kind of wisdom, That is not to be freed from the mind. Because even if it is true, you are not the mind. You don't confuse yourself with the knowledge of your mind. This is the important thing.
It's just attention keeps going there here. And,
yeah, but no, boycott yourself, not in people. I cannot do it for you. I'm so sorry. I can't. Do it.
and then it feels like that's a lot of effort, and
then what? Then what?
That's also mine, no?
You made a lot of effort not to remain in Sweden. You came here to make sadhanas and this and that. Or I have to make seva. Huh? It's not effort that. Then make effort here. It's much better. Oh.
At the same time, I hear it's no effort.
And then keep quiet. It means. Ay, ay, ay. You see, it's beautiful. You can't help. Whatever is there is going, so it gives you happiness and all that. But it's also not that. It's just from where all this rises, you see. Don't confuse. Huh? Don't be washed away by your experience, which will anyway go on changing. So, huh?
It doesn't make sense.
Probably I make no sense, yeah.
No, that makes sense.
Don't be washed away even by the freedom which happens to you. My mind is freed from this concept. I'm so happy. Don't be washed away by that experience. That's what I say. Okay. Or be washed away if you prefer. But I say, no. Mm. Oh my God. Okay. We all finish in the asylum. Yes.
I checked.
You are Czech.
I checked.
You are checker. Seeker, then no checker.
Um,
You know what is meant by surrender? Surrender is not prostrating 2 feet and blah. No. The checker is there, you don't go there. That is surrender. Maybe 1-1 double Advaita. We are in a double Advaita. Oh. Anyway. The mystics would say we drank a bit too much wine, divine wine. Okay, chalo? Chalo. Thank you very much.